Alright, good morning everyone. We're on the third ride of the St George Jeepers Torrey trip, and we're doing Buckhorn wash today, and we've got 11 jeeps today, a little smaller group today, which is kind of nice. And we're going to head out through these two big washes and see some petroglyphs today. We're all recovering from yesterday's ride, which was a long, tough one, but really beautiful. I'm going to swing the camera around because he's our trail leader. Sorry, this is Joan Hayes. And then we have our other half, Phil, and they're going to lead us on this intrepid ride today. And it's just a beautiful area. So Shirley's just doing the airing down for us, which that sounds as though looks like she's done.
Yeah, since Cullen's doing all of this videography business.
Yeah, I get away. I don't have to do it. So anyway, so here's all the group here. We got Will and Marsha there, and we've got Mel and Claudia here, and we got Shirley and Ed back there. We got good morning, Claudia. Morning, Mel.
Morning.
How you doing?
Great.
Ready for a fun day?
Ready for a fun day.
Okay. It does look beautiful out there, I have to say. It does look really interesting. So we're just, anyway, everyone's airing down a bit. So, how you guys doing? How's this is Shirley and Ed, how are you guys doing?
We're meaner than all get out.
Okay. Well, we got the nice Jeep, their new Jeep with their magnet armor on it, which is very patriotic, which we love. I always like photographing this Jeep, so. All right. And we got some folks down there. Oh, sorry, they're doing their business. So, yeah, we got a group here. So, we're off on the run. All right, well, we started our little introduction there. Morning, Shirley.
Morning,
we're feeling a little better now, aren't we? We've feeling a little better. It was a busy day yesterday, but we're all on the trail now, and we're starting this Buckhorn wash trail. Got Joan up front there, and yeah, we're all on the run. It's a real more, not quite so challenging today, but a lot more scenic. And
well, that's what they say,
that's
but
what they say. We'll see. So, but anyway, this is starting out here on the trail. And, yeah, I think it's going to got some nice cloud cover today, which is really good. So it's going to be good for photography and for temperature. So we'll see. This is part of the San Rafael swell that we're looking at here, so, which is all looks to be uplift. So anyway, we'll see. All right, okay, we're making the turn into Black Dragon Wash.
We're making the turn into Black Dragon Wash.
Wow, this is cool.
Make sure you can see the vehicle behind you before you make your turn. Mexican mountain wilderness.
Yeah, already going into the wash, aren't we?
Yeah. Marsha wanted to know who that guy was that was doing all the comedian talking.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I said, I can't remember his name. It's either Dan or Ron, something like that. I said, it's pretty funny, huh? It's kind of entertaining.
Right, so we're going into the wash.
This is a really beautiful wash. You're going to love it.
Wow.
It is beautiful.
Yeah. All right, now listen. Wow.
Wow.
That is
Are we ready for lunch?
That's what we were just saying.
Wow. Yeah, we don't need air now. I think we can have windows down.
Wow. Wow, we're surrounded.
It's just amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like yesterday, but a different tone, isn't it? Different
It's
colour.
darker. It's more.
Yeah.
It's more desert varnish.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is pretty impressive already. We just started.
This is a really beautiful wash, this Black Dragon wash.
Gorgeous.
Wow.
I can see the pictograph, the shaman pictograph, the red ones to the left, but I can't see the black dragon and the dog, or the dragon. It's a dragon and a shaman.
I don't see any.
The dragon had wings. I hope it's not too faded. Okay, so everyone we'll pull way, way up and then we'll walk over
Oh.
to the fence line.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
Is everybody hearing Joan all the way to the back? Otherwise, I can relate to you.
Yeah, negatory on that. The back of the convoy is, This is the other Shirley, and I can't hear a word John's talking about.
Oh, okay. So I'll do my best.
We're just pulling up there.
We're pulling up to some petroglyphs here on the right-hand side in front of this fence. And as you've probably already experienced, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous area.
And we're going to walk back.
Yeah, so we're going to park up here and we're going to walk back, get out, and take some pictures.
Shirley, thank you, because yesterday people could hear me, but I don't know what's happened. Maybe I jarred something loose.
Yeah.
Okay, well we stopped this in the Black Dragon Wash to look at the petroglyphs and pictographs. And you can kind of see them up on the wall there, the red colour.
Isn't this tremendous?
And it's just
We thought we
amazing.
were surrounded yesterday.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is such a great trip.
It's only been
Yeah, you're hating every minute of it, are you, Marsha? Yeah, it's really something, isn't it? Look at that rock up there. Oh my God, that just looks as though it's ready to come down, doesn't it?
And the sun's shining and just right.
Oh my word, yeah. So there they are up there. There's a wow. Wow. Can't believe this is a wash.
Hearing your music,
Do you?
and it's just a lag.
We have more
behind what we're
pictographs
Just
up
doing.
here.
a split second behind
Yeah.
there.
Is that not you?
You see on the pictures here.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And this wash is just insane. how high it is.
Yesterday I had
Oh, and the amount and the intensity of the desert varnish.
Oh, it's just in.
Holly's in charge, so I messed with all kinds of weird
How dare you?
Yeah, a little too early for that, yeah. Yeah, so really something.
Never a good time for that.
Well, you can see from the pictures there, we've got some beautiful pictographs back there. Really love that red. You got to find out a little bit more what they mean.
The thing of it is, nobody really knows. Colin.
No, I don't think they probably
so
do.
Different,
Yeah,
you know, different interpretations.
yeah, yeah. Oh, look at this.
Wow.
Can't believe these are just washes. Just going down and and then everything. Look at that tree. Look. Oh.
Where's my camera? What did I do with my camera? Do you have the camera?
Nope.
I came back with the camera. I really did have the camera in my hand. I don't have the camera, Colin. Thanks. Thanks for all your help.
Camera emergency there. We
Yeah,
lost the
camera emergency. Okay, let's try this again. Now, where'd you put it?
There.
I'll put it in its home. There it goes.
Oh, keep it out. Keep it.
Oh,
Okay, so everybody should be at minimally in 4 high, but preferably 4 low, because we're traveling slowly and we're climbing, and it'll help your transmission if you're in 4 low to do this. Okay.
She likes us to do that.
Yeah, because we're climbing, Joan says, think about more 4 low. Keep your transmission cool.
Also release your sway bar.
Yeah, release your sway bar if you can do that.
I released my Swayze bar so this little pirate Jeep can swivel at the hips better, like Bubs on Footloose.
Wow.
Saw him at the Greek Theater before he got famous.
Nice. He's quite the showman, isn't he?
You want yours up, Colin?
No,
Or-
no, I want it down. I don't care. It's
Okay.
not circulating. Yeah, okay. Wow, this is a heck of a. This is a great trail, Joe.
Where's my thing?
Yeah, this is a fun trail. Usually Gus Peterson, I don't know if you've ever met him, but he used to lead it for us. And then he got cancer, so now he just goes out on his own with maybe 1 or 2 friends because he's immunocompromised.
Oh.
Wow. Well, it's a great trail. Well, that's good he can still get out.
Walls, oh my lands.
Wow. Wow. Pull it out.
For the sake of some folks who can hear Joan, so I'm apologizing to you because there are folks out there who aren't receiving her, and she just gave us a little insight into the man who used to run this trail all the time. His name was
Dusty Peterson, wasn't it?
Dusty Peterson.
I think that was right.
Who has developed cancer and is under treatment right now and not able to make it. But she always mentions him as being a wonderful gentleman to have introduced us all to this canyon and this wash. Oh, wow.
Yeah, thanks for the update on Gus. He took us on a trail run last year, and he's quite passionate about it. It's just really a pleasure to be wheeling with him.
It's cool. I said to Joan earlier, I said whenever I take our sway bars off, I always think about her from Moab, telling everyone to disconnect the sway bars, and we couldn't. We don't have a Rubicon. But now I take them off, I think about her all the time. Yeah, wow, this is just amazing.
I can't believe the size of these rocks. Look how close we are to them.
I know. And it's a wash. It just is insane. It's a wash.
Yeah, well, that's what creates all this.
I know, but
the fierceness, forceness of the water.
But, it just must take millennium.
I know. Oh, yeah, I wonder. I'm sure there have been geologists who have dated this back.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, they can
know.
date the rocks, can't they?
Yeah.
But still, it's insane.
Yeah, look at that up ahead. That up there ahead. It's magnificent. I think everybody's enjoying this today for sure.
Yeah. A sign there or something.
Sign for something.
So it says no camping. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, well.
I didn't see any deer. I want one.
Oh.
I'm wanting them to cue them.
Oh,
Line them up and bring them out.
All right, okay.
We're not on a TV set or a movie set where we can do that.
This is really narrow. Edge there.
Cue music, huh?
That rock. Look at the shape of that. Wow. That's a drop in there. So there's a drop to the driver's side here.
That's the best side to drop to.
All right.
Don't you think?
Yeah, I think we hit about 20 degrees there. That's pretty, quite a lean then. Tickle.
Tickle.
Aaron, you hearing me okay here? Because we're in this canyon.
Yeah, loud and clear, bud.
Yeah, you too as well.
I'm a little nervous. Holly's driving.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, look at that.
Wow.
You gotta be careful of that.
Yeah, I've got a double thing here.
Yeah.
That is going to be a little bit. This is a nice sway bar disconnect thing. One that way, and then on that way.
When you climb up these rocks, just put your wheels on the black lines where other people have climbed.
Okay. Thanks, Joan.
Joan is reminding us to put our, just follow the black lines up these rocks with our tires and we'll be all right. Of course, we don't have lockers, so I hope she's right on that. Oh!
Look at the shape of that rock there.
Yeah. Well, looks like it was just etched out.
That's neat. Wow. big drop off, but you wouldn't want to drop off the side of it.
No.
No.
There we are.
Oh, there's some mechanical stuff over there.
Campground.
We had to build a shelf road off to our left and way up high. You can see some old, there used to be an old truck or something way up there. We're not to it yet, but I'm wondering now if if some of it's down in here, I didn't see what you're talking about, but they did build Highway 70 through the San Rafael Swell. That's why we say North San Rafael Swell and South San Rafael Swell. We're in the north, but they did have to have equipment to do that.
Might be it, might be leftovers.
I'm not passing all that in.
It's absolutely a swell place, either side.
Right. Well, I'll tell you, we dropped down in and came up that shelf road. You can bypass that by going to the right. If some of you are low and maybe the trailer, take the right hand next to the wall instead of that lip.
You'll have to relay that back.
Hey, again, this is a fun trail. I wouldn't apologize for maybe just so smooth and a 2 or whatever, or a 1. This is a good trail.
Yeah, I agree. Really fun.
No, this is a good trail, and this was the situation. I rate this a 3. I mean, just because it depends on what part of it. You'll see, we'll get bumpier up on top and that. But I think it's a real good trail. But what happened was the people I sent out here to pre-run it that were supposed to be the leaders came back and complained, and so they decided that they were going to just, if they ran it, they would come up from Hanksville and they would come into the Black Dragon Petroglyph and then turn around and go back out to Highway 70, Interstate 70, and go to exit 131 and then come in on the Buckhorn Wash, which is a 1 or a 2. So that's why I started downplaying it, because I thought that's what we were going to do. But then this morning, when I talked to Karen and Scott Goodfellow, who led this trail yesterday, they said they got in there to the petroglyphs, and they were, by the way, one of the ones that were complaining when they did the pre-run last week. They said, guess what? We decided to stay and do the whole Black Dragon Wash, and our group loved it. So now it's a 3 until we get to the Buckhorn Wash. So if you need to stop and air down some more, just let me know.
Alright, look at that rock up there. Wow. Oh, we just... Okay, so we're off again, still in this trail. We've actually stopped for everyone to air down a little bit because we're taking a little different, we're going to full Dragon Gulch Wash, isn't it? Dragon Wash. So she's let everyone have the opportunity to air out the tyres a bit.
Now we're getting a little nervous that we took the wrong trail. Maybe we should have gone right.
Uh-oh.
But I think that they will connect up here.
Okay. I won't pass that on, Joan.
Good.
That'll just be our little secret.
So we're on a stretch of road called Black Dragon Road, so this is probably okay.
Oh, good, good.
It looks as though we're above the wash.
All roads lead to Rome.
It looks like we're going to be above the wash. Oh, man, look at this one here.
This looks like it's
Wouldn't that be great?
a little bit of a bump bumpy thing here going. That might be what puts us on a new back bumper. Oh, that worked.
I wish it were all roads lead to In-N-Out Burger and there's no line when you get there.
Yeah.
According to my GPS, Joan, we're going to be above the wash, not in the Black Dragon wash.
Well, we do climb out of it. I thought we stayed in it just a little bit longer. That's why I'm wondering about the trail we're on. But I think it's going to work out. I hope we don't have to do a 180. And like the other fellow said, it does show we're on the Black Dragon Road.
John, this is Dave again. I think I have a correction. I'm at the intersection, and it looks like, according to Gaia, that the road, we should go to the right. It splits into two roads and goes up to the Buckhorn Wash. The second road we're on now, I think, goes back towards the freeway.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was afraid of that. Oh, yeah, I can see right now. We've got to turn around. I'm sorry, everyone. We should have gone to the right back there. So we'll turn around. We've got to turn around, and everyone can turn around wherever you find the best spot to turn around. Oh, I'm so sorry. I had this feeling that we turned out of the wash too soon.
No worries, no worries. It's all good. It's spectacular scenery, good company, and yeah, wait till you see what I brought for lunch. Oh, dang, I left it back there.
Find that spike back there.
Oh, you are a kick.
I think some of us might just have to come all the way to the top before we turn around.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just wait here for you to get up here because there's plenty of room up here.
Still recording.
You're good, Mel. Just keep going.
Alright, we had a little turn around. Yeah, see the blue there? And the wash is down there. We're above the wash here. You can obviously see further up here. And the freeway's over here, so that's alright. I like this bit, going up and down this bit anyway.
Yeah.
Yes. I think I'm glad we got that front bumper on now.
Yeah.
Because it was...
I'm glad we came up here. This is fun.
Yeah.
Don't worry about making the wrong turn. This is awesome.
Yeah.
I feel terrible. I've wasted our time.
No, you haven't. You've given us the backside view of this.
I want an excuse to replace the rear bumper on the Jeep, so going up and down this little dip I might damage it.
No, when we did that dip, I thought to myself, this doesn't ring a memory bell in my mind. I should have known then.
Of course, you can't
Yeah,
stop
look at that,
when you're in
look.
the middle of a dip.
Look at that, look.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, we just wanted to be a Robert Frost and take the road less traveled.
Wow, that's...
No, we like leaders who are human beings. They make mistakes occasionally, and that's okay.
That's right.
It's actually the humility to admit mistakes, unlike any politician or most of us guys, that if we would have been leading, we would have said, you know, yeah, we were supposed to come this way to see this beautiful section of I-70, and now we're going to go back to the real Buckskin Gulch, you know? So thank you for just being humble and straight up about it. That's so cool.
My husband has never said I was humble.
And but they called them poison rocks. These are big boulders.
Because
though.
they're poised to fall on you.
Is that it?
That's it, they're poised to fall on you.
And they're poison rocks because one drop will kill you.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Several interpretations, I guess.
That's right.
This is some heavy physics.
Colin, I screwed things up. I touched something back there.
Just turn it off, turn it back on.
Okay. Okay, we're
Little
going to make
rocks piled up
a
there.
right-hand turn here. little pile of rocks. What do they call these little piles of rocks?
About a cairn.
A cairn.
C-A-I-R-N.
Can.
Can.
Can of rocks.
Can.
Up on the left might be a little easier for the trailer.
Oh, look out there.
Jonah is saying that the bypass on the left might be easier for the trailer.
Oh,
She
you're a
can
kick.
receive them.
Huh?
She can receive. She can hear these
Right at
people.
the cairn?
No. Yes.
Turn.
Oh,
Really getting to see what Joan's doing up front there. And,
Well done,
oh,
Don.
we get near to this. Just look at the rocks here.
got rocks over here too.
Yeah.
I think right here,
Looking
Dave,
more
is
the,
what
the
she's talking
jacket
about, the
stuff,
bypass to the left.
Ooh, yeah, you've got.
We're
we've got
pretty
plenty of room
sure-
over here,
Okay.
Colin.
Absolutely sure.
Can you do it without having to turn around? Going this way, I think. Wait a minute. Don't know if I'd worry about it too much. Roger, I think I'll follow the herd, and because I'm doing a learn as you drive thing.
Okay, he's doing good. We've got the guy back
That
there.
trailer's doing so well that in really tight spots, I'd go ahead and have the trailer lead your Jeep. I think it's performing better than me. See that just as I see these guys negotiating this turn right up ahead here.
Pop up over that rock, I think.
You got room over here, Colin.
Okay, thanks.
Well, you decide what you want to do. I'll hold back, and if you need to back up, you
See
can.
a spot there. I'm going to go here. Nice and smooth.
Yeah.
There we go.
Roger, thanks.
That's a good one. Whoever comes through that.
Yeah. There's everyone back there coming around.
Trying to look over there way up in the red cliff to the left and see if I can see that truck that I told you about that had fallen. That tinker truck or whatever. When they were building the road.
Can't see it.
Remember where it was.
Can't see anything. Yeah, I'm definitely in the mood for Aussie bikes.
All right.
No, it's
well,
okay. But
smooth the road out
I
for
know,
you and
we're
I'll
going to
get
wait
you some.
there. Yeah. Kind of put, yeah. It is the box, and then,
Oh, it's right here.
yeah.
Oh, it's the box. But you know what?
But that's
I
okay, you put two in there, that's
I sure
right.
did.
Yeah, I bought extras just in case we wanted them this morning.
Yeah, we're gonna want them, I'm sure. Those guys are playing music.
It's warming up a little bit.
Yeah. Sun is hot. It's the sun. And probably these rocks.
We just have to keep kind of going around them.
So, problem. There's a rock that you can see.
I don't know how to tell them
It's just, we have spur, you know, we're still following.
that. We're still going around the
Black Dragon Wash.
Black Dragon Wash. There are a lot of spurs that we need to get around.
That's it. Yeah. Well, this is absolutely a really great trail.
It is. Now we're kind of like all settled into it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's like, you know, challenging and a little bit of driving skill required, and you know, but it's just moving along really nice. And, yeah, I like that canyon there where the petroglyphs were.
Oh yeah.
Pictographs, they were.
Pictographs.
So quiet there and echoey with everyone. Unique.
So is this what the road is going to look like primarily now, or she did say it was just going to be?
Yeah, once we get to the Buckhorn Moor, she said it's more a little bit rough, and then it's more like a one. She said.
Yeah. Whoops.
Yeah. Okay.
Bumpity area.
Oh yahoo! We just got the word that we are now going to start the bumpity area.
This is going to be bumpy.
It's going to be bumpy.
Not bumpity bumpity.
Is this safe for all rated bladders?
I caught her off guard, that one.
What did we just come off of if that wasn't bumpy?
Oh.
Oh dear. I can see why she said she's going to be a little nervous today.
Folks, I'm just glad you had the foresight to put those waterproof covers on your seats.
Do we need this higher low here? This now.
They just run us over.
What gear did you go down?
I'm in 4 low.
Oh, okay.
Well, I meant, but
Yeah.
you know, she didn't say.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, because we're not climbing, so she might not feel. But I do.
If it seems like I'm picking on Bubs, it's true. But he has such a good humor. He can take it, and he knows how to dish it back. So we're even.
I don't think it's much.
I've also learned how to turn off my radio.
For a minute, I thought that was a skull.
Oh yeah.
Just because it's so white.
Oh right,
You know,
okay.
this rock is
Yeah.
so white, and the way it was, you know.
Ted, I think I may have made a wrong turn. Can you confirm where you are?
Oh no.
You should be coming to the Buckhorn Wash in about another 10, 12 minutes. And then we'll head towards our lunch spot.
I've got something on my GPS. It says we just went through it called Drowned Hole Draw.
You want me to translate?
Well, yeah, here's the sign. It says Jackass Benches
Oh.
and Rattlesnake Flat.
Oh, right.
So now I can't remember if we go right here. I think we do go right here. Yeah, I think we go right.
It's right turn here, per my GPS.
Okay, we're making a right turn here at the Y.
Everyone behind you knows to turn right.
Roger that. Right turn at the Y.
Boy, look at those beautiful vistas. Love it, love it, love it.
Even though, Joan, I'm trying to convince Shirley we need some lockers, so perhaps you can work on it.
Yep, I'm going to work on it because next year I want you to do, well, even in November I'd like you to do some runs that require lockers, but maybe not this November, but for sure next June you want to have some lockers.
Yeah, Shirley's smiling and going, uh-oh.
Well, even if you just have rear lockers.
Actually, those look like the last of the big ones that can fall down. If you look around here close, there's nothing up there.
Aaron, I'm going to speed up a little bit. I slowed down to get out of the dust, and I think he got away from me there. No problem. We're having fun back here. Okay.
A couple of window or arches or something starting. This is really impressive. Whoa.
Back there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little bit of water.
Wow, this is really impressive.
Yep. We'll go across this bridge and then make a right-hand turn. You can see the old hanging bridge to our left as we cross over. But we can walk back and look at it. But we want to go over here where the potties are
Oh, well, there it is.
and the picnic tables.
It's pretty dry, the river. Is there a little bit in there?
Let's see.
Bit?
Very trickly. Yeah, just very little bit of water.
Okay.
Not even an inch.
Really, they asked if you could pass it back, what I said.
We're heading for the potties first, and then lunch, and then we could do a little bit of exploring of the old bridge and all the other oddities that are here for us to look at. Beer bottles gone. Mexican Mountain Road. We're turning on Mexican Mountain Road.
Okay, we just had lunch here. Folks are grouping under these beautiful old trees here. Beautiful scenery here. Very nice. Crazy looking trees. Alright, we're just had lunch as you saw, so we're just heading over to this old swing bridge that was put in by the CCC, the Conservation Corps. All the jeepers are over there, as you can see. Really historic. Beautiful scenery here. Coming down to the
We'd only see it one day. The sun wasn't.
Took us down to Goblin Valley to look at movies.
wow, look at this.
And stuff like that.
And this is the San Rafael swing bridge.
So are you? So here, I'll do this, and it looks like we're.
You're really reading it.
It's like
Where are we, Shirley?
We're at the San Rafael Bridge in the San Rafael Swell.
So we're in the we're in the San Rafael area.
We are.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
swell.
Really swell to be
It's
in.
very swell. Okay. Look at these. Look at these mounting points here for this bridge. Wow. So, the rivers. Yeah, it's kind of dry. The river, little itty bitty bit. But man, this is old. This is neat. Wow.
Certain mile per hour wind, which is
It literally, yes. It's
I'm surprised it didn't flip that car right off.
Well, it did eventually. And it happened. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? It's so real.
Alright, well we've left
St.
lunch
George
now.
Jeeper, I'll never be
And
alone.
we're going down the Buckhorn Wash now. Just, I think we're going to go and see a few petroglyphs, but we're on a regular road here, so not jeeping road, but just such a pretty drive. Actually, it's a bit like that road coming out of Capitol Reef.
Put up some music.
Okay. This is the, oh wow, these Buckhorn, this you can see the Buckhorn Wash pictograph panel. Yeah. Oh wow. How you doing?
Hey, good man. How about you?
Yeah, good bro. Yeah, you can see them all looking like that. Wow. Oh my word. Yeah, and a hare, like Joan says. Wow. Just gonna walk it down here. Wow, oh my god. Look at this. Just walking down them all here. Never seen anything like this before. Look at this Buckhorn Wash. Really amazing. Okay. Alright, well we're going to go to the Buckhorn dinosaur track. Hey, I'm not going alone, so I'm not going to die up there. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you for the Skittles.
Oh, no problem. No problem at all. Yeah, alright, so we're going to go up here. Checking out dinosaur prints. My nephew in, well, great nephew in England, he just loves dinosaurs, so I've been sending him pictures of all the dinosaur prints I've been finding, so he just loves them.
You find them when you're out mountain biking?
Yeah, I do, yeah. So I've been quite a lot in that area where we are. So anyway, there's surely... Sometimes these are hard to find. Is that one? I think that's one. Sometimes they, on the camera, they show up when you look through the camera. We think there might be one there. Right here. Let's see if there's a clearer one. Oh, here there is. Clear, really clear here, yeah. There it is. I'll put the bottle by it for a comparison. Just to give an idea how big it is, or my hand.
Wow.
So, nice size one. We found it! To the dinosaur prints, as you saw, and now we've just lost two of our
Make
group.
sure there are people behind us.
Yeah, they've lost two of our group. They're peeling off because they have to head to home and family things. So two very entertaining guys on the radio today and yesterday, because they were with us yesterday. So now we're heading up to this overlook of the Buckhorn Wash. So to the overlook. This actually trail is rated as a 1. So it's just a
I don't wonder why they rated it at all.
I don't know why they rated it, yeah, but it's just part of this trail we've done today to come and see this.
Hey Joan, how is it you know so much about all the trails out this way?
Oh, look.
There's an antelope on our right-hand side here, just ran off.
Yeah, look at that.
Ran off through the trees. Well, we've been coming out here a long time, but you know what? We were just talking. We haven't been out here to the Wedge Overlook for 6 years or so. I mean, I can't even remember when. But anyway, we just used to. When we first moved to St. George, we just started coming up and staying at Fish Lake, and then we just get in our Land Rover at that time and just start going out crazy, doing it alone. Didn't know anything. And we'd just go every place.
Alright, well, we've reached the Grand Overlook here, so it seems there's a couple of overlooks that we can...
Yeah, we're right on the edge.
Yeah, we're right on the edge, yeah.
Tail gunner is made to left.
Okay.
10-4.
Okay.
Wow. Oof, that down So we're walking. Yeah, we're walking up to the end. Shirley.
Hello. This is our last stop, is it?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we don't know for sure.
We don't know, but we're going to the Little Grand Canyon overlook.
Little Grand Canyon overlook.
Yeah, alright. Okay.
What are you doing? Showing in my belly.
So we're just walking to the end here. Wow. Got Mel and Claudia in front.
Yep.
They're gonna beat us there. They're gonna see it before us.
I know. It's okay.
Wow, look at this.
It'll be the same view.
Oh my word. Wow.
Oh, it's nice and green down
Oh,
there.
look at that.
Look at that, a dog poop too.
Wow. Holy, this is...
Oh, this is a little bit like that point you guys took us to.
Wow.
Remember that point you took us
Beyond
to?
you.
That when we came up to Moab, and we stopped, and there was that point there, whatever that was called. I can't remember.
Well, let's get out your way there.
Wow.
Wow.
It's like
Oh,
300-degree view at least.
unbelievable. Wow. Wow. What do you...
Oh, nice.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Don't go over there, Carl.
No, I'm not going to go there.
Don't go down over that point.
Okay.
Don't go down over
You
there.
guys been out to
Oh, wait. Down here, yeah.